Chapter 17 to 20 from City of Bones. Chapter 17 has been titled as A Midnight Flower, which begins by Jace opening the greenhouse door and asking Glary to come in. They both sat down and talked about their childhood. They both talked about their parents, where Glary says that her mother didn't allow anything whatever she wants. But for Jace, his father allowed him whatever he wants, he can do it. Glary says that she always wanted to have a tattoo mark on her shoulder to cover the scarf which she got from chicken box, but her mother didn't allow. And Jace suddenly wishes her birthday, and he gives her a big rock saying that it will bring you light, which he means that whenever she is in dark she can use this big rock to bring her light. While talking so, Clary suddenly tries to show the scarf which she got on her shoulder, but Jace refuses and they both get up to get downstairs. But Clary slips on Jace and Jace kisses her. And Simon sees it but without specs. Now Simon and Glary have a fight at downstairs where Simon says that he was very jealous of Jace and Glary being together. Simon says that he was with Isabel to make Glary jealous as he was in love with her for 10 years, and Simon leaves the place, which made Glary so upset that she went to her room and took a sketchbook and started drawing the cup which was on the table. She took a closer look of it and began to sketch the runes behind it. Chapter 18 has been titled as The Mortal Cup. As the heading suggests, in this chapter they find where the mortal cup is. This begins with a little different narrative where Jace pretends to be sleeping and Glary enters saying that she found where the mortal cup is. She says that her mother was hiding it in a painting which her mother gave to Madame Dorothy, a hand painted tarot card disc. As Jace knows where the mortal cup is, he calls Isabel Alice for this operation. Jace now asks Simon help to drive them to Madame Dorothy's house. After their arrival in Madame Dorothy's house without any accident, Glary convinces Madame Dorothy to shuffle through the desk for the Ace of Cup they were looking for. Glary traces the runes with the help of Jace Steele and gets the cup back, and then the cord turns into ashes. Chapter 19 has been titled as Abaddon. After finding the cup from Madame Dorothy's tarot card, Madame Dorothy shows her real face by snapping the cup from Glary, but she steps back and the cup was saved. Madame Dorothy now opens the portal and the demon possessed her, and Madame Dorothy has been changed into a great demon. The demon asks Glary for the mortal cup, but she refuses, and the fight begins between the Jace, Isabel, Alice, and against the demon. At last, Jace defeats the demon and it vanishes. Turning back to the institute, Hodge takes care of Alex, and now Hodge shows his real face and betrays everyone by snatching the cup from Glary. Right on time, Valentine arrives and takes the cup and Jace. Before leaving, Valentine releases the curse on Hodge, freeing him to leave the institute for the first time. Chapter 20 has been titled as In Rat's Alley. In this chapter, Hodge traps Carrie in an invisible box so that he can escape. But before putting her into the box, he tries to convince her by telling that he is not a bad guy, that he left Valentine take the cup and Jace. He also instructs Clary that you are not raised as one of us. You have no part of this life of scare and killing. You can still get away. Leave the institute, Clary. As soon as you leave, never come back. He tells Glary this and Hodge leave the institute, and now Glary remembers that she has the J steel in her pocket. She used it to get out of the box and chased Hodge. Glary corners Hodge in an alley and asks him where Valentine is, but Hodge didn't tell any of this information. Instead, Hodge attacks Glary with the chakram, a sharp flying metal disc, but Glary successfully ducks and escapes. Before attacking her again, a giant werewolf came and Hodge threw a chakra on it, and in return, it drived his teeth in Hodge's shoulder. Glary somehow tried to escape, but the werewolf caught her by the ankle and hit her by the pavement, and now she fainted. Glary now knows that it was not any of the werewolves, rather, it was her uncle Luke. Now, Luke tries to explain the things going on outside. Luke has been spying on her from the beginning, and it was his troops which attacked the vampires at the Hotel Dumont. Luke sees Glary and finds that she is still mad at him for abandoning her mother. So he decides to tell his side of story. This is the end of the chapter 20 and thank you.